Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the big subjects for Episode 9 has all to do with Rey's parents. Ever since the events of The Force Awakens by writer and director J.J. Abrams, we have always been wondering about exactly who are Rey's parents. Then The Last Jedi came around by director and writer Rian Johnson, where the idea was given to the audience that Rey's parents are essentially nobodies, and that hence makes her nobody as far as her lineage goes and her ultimate bloodline, etc. As Kylo Ren said, you have no part in the story, you're nothing. So, looking past all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we have been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the scene schedules, the set designs, the set leaks, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc., one of which specifically goes over quite possibly Rey's parents. A rear shot of Rey with an ignited lightsaber colored blue. The environment around her is jungle-like at night. In front of her are two individuals, two figures glowing white, one male and female holding their hands out to Rey. The next has the female figure's hand touching Rey's face, similar to what Han Solo did before Han Solo died. So Han Solo, he did something like this in The Force Awakens to Ben, his son, just before he fell off the catwalk into the pit of Starkiller Base. So, looking at everything here, are these Force Ghosts? That's a huge question now, isn't it? Are these Force Ghosts? Now, as far as I know, Force Ghosts don't glow white. They usually glow blue, right? So, these could either be visions, or they could very well be like little moments in the past that Rey is seeing, perhaps. Or maybe these are indeed, new takes on Force Ghosts by writer and director J.J. Abrams. But if they are Force Ghosts, that would mean that her parents have to be relevant to the overall Star Wars franchise. Maybe they were truly once a pair of Jedi, for all we know. But looking at the facts given in The Last Jedi, her parents are apparently nobody. Can J.J. Abrams change this and make it all the more different? Absolutely. We do know that he went through some rewrites of the film not too long ago involving Chewbacca and supposedly Luke Skywalker. I have no doubt that he actually tinkered with the plot a little bit when it comes to the character of Rey by changing who her parents really are. So these two individuals, right, that are walking up to Rey, holding out their hands as if they know her, as if they want her to welcome, them. Kind of have like this little reunion, it seems. I don't know if these are ghosts or just visions or something that Rey is seeing, like a hallucination or something around those lines. It could maybe the environment around her is causing this to happen. It could very well be something similar in a sense to what happened to Luke Skywalker on Dagobah, where he goes into that dark side cave and he sees a figure of Darth Vader that he actually fights. Luke Skywalker goes into that cave and fights Vader. So it could be something like that too. And that, I think, is something that we could see in Episode 9. But as far as these two figures go, I find it very interesting as to why Rey would have a blue lightsaber ignited in front of them. If they truly were her parents, wouldn't she recognize them immediately? So that's another thing to think about as well. She could have either, felt threatened at first, not seeing their faces, and as they come into, the proximity around her, then maybe their faces get revealed and she deactivates the lightsaber. This whole entire thing about Rey's parents in Episode 9, I think it is important. I know some of you guys out there are very much happy with her being nobody, but I feel like that by making her somebody and coming from a very important lineage, a very significant bloodline, very much like the Skywalkers, I think that's the way to go. I think that is the absolute way to go when it comes to making Rey a little bit more likable as a character, kind of on par with Luke. The reason why I think a lot of people love Luke so much is where he comes from, right? Not only is he a great, character when it comes to how he was written and how he's presented on screen, but he's also coming from Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala. He's got that connection, and that's what I also love about Ben Solo. He's got that connection as well. As far as Kylo Ren goes, though, I feel like that character has to be more intimidating by the time episode 9 comes around. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.